Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Neo, and I'm watching The Boombox.
Welcome to Wiki Fact or Fiction. This is Tim Hotep from The Boombox, and I am here with
Neo.
In the Place to Be.
Yeah, man.
So, like I told you before, Wiki Fact or Fiction is when we go through your Wikipedia page, we look at the various facts, and we figure out what's real and what's not.
Okay.
With the source, you know? So I want to start at the beginning, at the top of the list, right? Real name, Shaffer Shamir Smith.
Schaefer.
Schaefer
Shamir Smith. Yeah.
And that's accurate.
That is accurate.
That is a fact.
Yeah.
Your middle name, what does that mean?
It's actually a name that has caused me great pain in my life. No, I'm kidding. No, my uncles used to make fun of me because it's a bottle of French perfume that my mom used to love, and they would always chase me around the house with the bottle and call me names. Yeah, it was. Yeah, thank you for reopening that.
I just want to open up that wound and let
Appreciate
the
it.
people feel your pain.
Toss a little salt in there.
A little salt in there.
It's all good.
Now, it says you were born in Camden, Arkansas.
Camden, Arkansas. That is true. Yes.
What is Camden, Arkansas?
Camden, Arkansas. Well, everybody knows Arkansas, of course, but it does not surprise me that you are not familiar with Camden, Arkansas. People that live in Arkansas don't know where Camden, Arkansas is. Camden is a very, very small town. Can't even call it a city; it's a town. Very, very small population. Not really a lot to do there, but it's where I was born. I remember when I was there, we had a skating ring and a post office.
And those are the two places you hung out.
That was pretty much it. You were in the parking lot of the post office or you were at the skating ring.
Now, when you began your musical career, did you begin in Arkansas, or did that start when you moved to Las Vegas, as it says here?
Music industry stuff, music career stuff started in Las Vegas. Yeah.
Okay.
Arkansas, I was there from age 9, pretty much. Then mom and dad split, and one parent moved to Las Vegas, so the parent stayed in Arkansas. So it was kind of ping pong back and forth for a minute. Then dad finally said, all right, I don't want to play no more. So it was in Vegas with my mom, me, my sister, and my mother in Las Vegas.
Okay. Now, it says occupations: singer, songwriter, record producer, dancer, actor. What is left out from there?
Yeah, I am senior vice president of A&R for Motown Records. Yeah, so somebody need to go in there and add that to my occupations. Yeah.
Instruments: vocals, guitar, piano.
Lie, and lie. Well, I mean, vocals, yes. I do not play guitar or piano.
Those are fiction.
Those are fiction. Yes. I only sing. I took classes for guitar, and what they don't tell you before you say you want to learn guitar is that it hurts, fingers bleed,
Calluses,
and cramp. And they don't tell you that in the class. They don't. You know, I'm like, teacher, my pinky didn't do this before I got here. What's going on here? And he's like, oh yeah, well that's it, that'll pass. I'm like, no, bro, like this is awkward now. I can't. This is weird. This is like a conversation started at a party now. Like, oh, funny you mentioned that pinky. No, nah. So I quit. Piano, I just didn't have the patience. You know, and plus that's true. I just didn't have the patience to stay with the classes. But somebody told me that I do everything from ear or by ear. That if I were to learn like music theory, that it might mess up what it is I already have.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, oh, well then, so that was my excuse for just being lazy. I was like, oh, well then, no, I don't want to mess up my gift.
Right.
When in actuality, I was just lazy.
But you know, guitars look cool. You know,
Guitars do look cool.
you should just have a prop guitar.
I might just carry
Just
one
rock around with a prop guitar.
Yep.
Chicks dig it.
There you go.
It says your mother is of African American and Chinese descent, and your
False.
dad is. Oh,
False.
Fact or fiction? So that is a fiction that your mother is African American and Chinese.
My mother is just African American. Well, African American and Indian, but every African American is Indian.
Right.
Everybody got Indian in the family. No, the Chinese is actually on my dad's side.
Oh, okay.
My dad is I think half or a third or something like that. Yeah.
All right. While in Las Vegas Academy, Smith adopted the stage name Go-Go. Fact or fiction?
Almost fact. I didn't get the name while I was in Las Vegas Academy. The name followed me to Las Vegas Academy, but that is a name that my mother gave me before I even got in high school. It's a cartoon character, Go-Go the Dodo Bird. I was a silly little kid. I used to do silly stuff, stupid stuff. And so my mom gave me that nickname, And the way that everybody at my school found out about the nickname is that, you know, my mom came to pick me up and she yelled it from the car, which was traumatizing because now everybody knows the nickname. Yeah, so from that point on, I was go all through high school, and yeah. So for a minute, it was my stage name. That's what I adopted as my stage name.
It says here, fact or fiction.
Okay.
At an early age, Neo emerged on the recording industry scene as a member of the Romford-based quartet Envy.
What is Romford-based?
I don't even know what Romford is, bro. What is Romford? I thought that was a place.
Romford-based?
What is Romford-based quartet Envy?
Don't know what Romford-based is, but
I thought Romford was another place in Arkansas or Nevada I had never heard of.
No, this is Envy was in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
It was there was 5 of us at one point. Then it was 4 of us. Then it was 6 of us. Then there was 4 of us again.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not where I merged in the recording industry though. Like we never recorded anything. It was mainly talent shows and stuff like that. We did do Showtime at the Apollo.
Oh,
which
did
is
you?
Another painful memory of mine.
Did you guys get booed?
We did. We got booed. We didn't get booed off the stage. The Sandman, you know, the whole
Yeah,
he
dun,
didn't come out. But there was a lot of boos happening. Yeah.
How old were you?
Man, this was not my senior year. It was my sophomore year of high school. Yeah.
Did you meet the lovely Kiki Shepard when you guys were there?
I did.
Okay.
Shout out to Kiki Shepard.
All right.
This is when Steve Harvey was hosting the show.
Back when he had hair.
Back when. Yeah. Yep.
It says here that Envy disbanded in 2000. Fact or fiction?
2000? I'm not sure. Let me see. I graduated high school in 98. 99. No. Maybe more 2001.
More 2001.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
All
Close
right.
enough.
And it says in that same year, when you tell me if this is fact or fiction, you signed Columbia Records.
I'm not 100% sure, but it was shortly after the group disbanded that I signed to Columbia Records. It actually might have been about a year after. Yeah, I was signed to Columbia Records as just Schaefer, my first name.
Okay.
And but that album never came out. I actually got shelved because I didn't want to do what they wanted me to do. So
What did they want you to do?
Well, I mean, this is what I learned from that specific specific situation. You can say no to stuff, like because in the beginning I didn't think that you could say no. I think once you got a deal, you know, once they tell you to do something, you got to do it because these are like this is like your boss now or something like that. I thought it was like a regular job. Your boss tells you to do something, you got to do it. But that's not the case. This is music, so no, you don't have to. And it was kind of a thing where they were wanting me to write songs that I wouldn't normally write, sing songs I wouldn't normally sing, wear things that I didn't really want to wear. You know, kind of trying to make me somebody that I wasn't.
In a do-rag, like what did they try to make you wear?
Nah, I mean it was just, you know, kind of a little sexier than I wanted to be. Like I've never been a dude trying to sell sex appeal, so to speak. And that's not really. It's not really something that I focus on, or at least I didn't want that to be my focal point.
They wanted you to be in no shirt at all times.
Yeah, it was, you know, no shirt or the shirt with the sleeves cut off and them oiled up, and it's like, hey, you see it? Yeah.
You see it?
Nah, I didn't want to be that. You know what I mean? So they didn't really. They you know, they had a plan set out, and this is what I was supposed to be, and I kind of rebelled against the plan, so they shelved me. Yeah, I got put on the shelf.
Well, that is a good transition because now we can talk about the actual name Neo and the fact and fiction attached to that.
Okay.
So it says here, Neo was coined by Big D Evans, a producer with whom Neo once worked, because Evans claimed Neo sees music as Neo sees the Matrix.
That is true.
That is a fact.
That is a fact. That's where the name came from. It started off kind of as a joke. You like the Neo of the music industry. Like basically, he was saying that I could do things within music that regular people can't do. The same way like Neo could do things.
Fall backwards and dodge bullets.
Fly. And,
yeah.
You know, I don't do it in public because people stare.
True.
But yeah, that was what it was about. That's where the name came from. And then we had to change the spelling, of course, because we didn't want to get sued by the Neo people, whoever they may be.
So Neo is the one in the music industry is the Matrix.
I guess so. Yeah.
Let's fast forward and talk about the year of the gentleman.
Okay.
The Libra scale. see, it's going to do a fact or fiction.
Okay.
Carrie Gans of Rolling Stone magazine wrote that Year the Gentleman is actually a superb concept album about what a great boyfriend Neo can be. Now, fact or fiction, was that album about how great of a boyfriend you can be?
Not completely. It was more about. Well, I mean, I guess in essence you could say that.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was more about what it is to be a gentleman. You know, I was raised in a house full of women.
Mm-hmm.
My mother, my sister, my grandmother, and 5 aunts. Right. So that means that I don't know what color the walls in the bathroom are because I never got in there. But it was more about just the things that I learned growing up in that house. You know, I was kind of Frankenstein's monster in that house. Everything that was wrong with men was not going to be wrong with me. You know, because they would come home from bad dates and they would go, if a girl ever says this to you, you listen and you better make sure that. And I'm like 9. Okay,
Be a good listener, okay?
it wasn't me, you know. But yeah, it was that. So the Year of the Gentleman album was kind of a lead by example of what it is to the power of what it is to be a gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I guess in essence you could say, yeah, it was about how good of a boyfriend that I can be.
You think your top 5 boyfriends ever?
Ooh, that's a good question. If you ask any of my ex-girlfriends, they will say, hell no. Yeah, I mean, we all grow from something. I'll say that. You know, so to all of the women that I've ever loved and lost. I'm kidding.